A lot of people been wondering why has Errol Spence Jr. been so quiet lately. Well, we about to find out. There's a lot of hype around Errol Spence Jr. right now and his soon-to-be dance partner, Mikey Garcia. But a lot of people is wondering, why has Errol Spence been so quiet lately? We've been seeing a lot of videos, training videos, and so on and so forth come out of Team Garcia's camp, but we've yet to see very much of anything come out of Errol Spence camp. What up, fight fans, boxing family? This your boy Get a Mic, this Gym Boxing. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I invite each and every one of y'all to subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. I really appreciate it. Now, this is a hot topic, man. I've seen a lot of videos pertaining to this, a lot of people's Facebook posts pertaining to this, and I just want to dig in and jump right into what's going on with the whole silence coming out of Errol Spence and Derrick James's camp. Well, we know Mikey Garcia, Robert Garcia. I've seen maybe 20, 30 videos Ellie Seckback, been posting basically about what's going on in their camp, the whole snack program. He went and did that program for strength and conditioning, and I think there was something also came out about him. He was saying or tweeting or something that he was basically saying he didn't really feel that big of a change in his strength and power. But hey, that's another conversation for another day. But we know there's been a lot coming out of Mikey Garcia's camp. They've been showing a lot of his, exercising with the, rubber bands and different obstacle courses he's been running, and, all different types of strength trainings he's been doing. And on Errol Spence Jr. side, I think there's one small clip of him hitting the heavy bag. Looks like he's down in the basement somewhere, got drywall and paint and stuff on the walls. Looks real, how can I say, old school dungeon training type of thing he got going on there. It's probably maybe about 30-40 seconds. It's on what's his name, Fred from Barbershop Conversations. I think he posted up a small video clip of that. And there's I kind of want to give my opinion first of all on Mikey Garcia and this whole calling out Errol Spence, and I just kind of want to give a quick briefing on that. Okay, now we know Mikey Garcia is an extremely good fighter, and in my opinion, I think Mikey Garcia is one of the top pound for pound fighters in boxing today. All right, just being straight up honest, I think you got to put him ahead of a lot of fighters out there now. He's done a lot. He got great boxing skill, good foot movement, good timing. I mean, there's endless amount of things you can say good about Mikey Garcia. Okay, he's moved through multiple different weight classes, conquering titles, and he's just an all-around good fighter. Okay, now, in my personal opinion, though, with the whole Adrian Broner victory, okay, after that victory, he looked extremely confident. He looked very sure of himself with his skills. He just looked like he was extremely confident in his ability to move up, fight different fighters, shift through different weight classes. Then he moved up to 140 pounds. When he fought Lipinets, you can just see like almost like this, I don't want to say smirk on his face, but this kind of like look like, yeah, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like this serious confidence, right? And also against Robert Easter Jr., okay? He challenged himself to fight it, to move back down, make the 135 pound weight, fight against Robert Easter Jr. He was able to knock Robert Easter Jr. down in that fight. He was able to, look fairly impressive. And that's a fight that Robert Easter, I think, was at his best in that fight. He looked extremely good fighting on the outside. He finally used his height and reach advantage. But Mikey Garcia was able to gain his respect. He was able to walk him down and ultimately win the decision, and had Robert Easter Jr. also, lumped up and looking a little bit bruised up after that fight. So it seems like Mikey Garcia, every time he challenges himself, he comes out victorious, and I know that has to make his confidence go through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like every time you step up to try and take challenges on, and you fighting other tough fighters and so on and so forth, it has to make your confidence go up. Now, with that being said, I would have to say, in my personal opinion, I think his head is getting a little bit too big with confidence, in my personal opinion. And with this fight coming up here March 16th, I think he's gonna finally be brought down to earth, in my personal opinion. Okay. Now I saw a video. There was a video that a brother made, and his thumbnail had a picture of Errol Spence Jr.'s face on the back of a milk carton, and it said missing. and his basically what he was talking about in that video was that Errol Spence Jr. has been being extremely too quiet. He has not been promoting his fight properly. This is a huge fight. It's pay-per-view. You would expect to see more from him to help promote this fight, so this way the numbers come out much better, and they can leave with a bigger payday, right? So it was a pretty cool little video. It was entertaining, and I can understand where he was going with a lot of the points that he was making, because I hear a lot of boxing fans and boxing experts talk about the whole I can never say this word, the publicity of fighters and how they market themselves. Okay, and sometimes a lot of fighters are too quiet and they don't market themselves properly. A lot of people don't know who they are outside of hardcore boxing fans and stuff like that. But with this fight, okay, I'm actually gonna give a pass on this fight when it comes to Errol Spence's silence, because in my personal opinion, I think Errol Spence Jr. is doing exactly what he should be doing in this fight. Okay, now Mikey Garcia is not a pushover, okay, but he is the smaller fighter, and he did call Errol Spence Jr. out. Okay, so we know for Mikey Garcia, it's going to be a win-win situation, whether he goes in there and squeezes out the upset, or he goes in there and gets beat back down to 135 pounds. He's still going to win, okay, because fighters is going to make excuses for him. They're going to say things like, he got the big balls award for having the biggest balls to go up and challenge a guy like Errol Spence. So he's gonna get his credit regardless of the situation. Now on the other hand, Errol Spence Jr. is really not gonna get a lot of credit from a lot of boxing fans in the world. Okay, Mikey Garcia called him out. He's the much smaller fighter. So Errol Spence Jr., in my personal opinion, is doing what he should be doing in this type of fight. It's almost like, I'm gonna try to equate this to playing another sport, or let's say playing basketball or football against, let's say you have a young girl in the neighborhood or something like that, right? You playing basketball against a girl. Now you got everybody watching you play basketball against this girl. If you lose to this girl, everybody's gonna clown you and say you got beat by a girl. So a lot of times the smartest thing to do is to don't pull no punches and just go out and just try to, basically beat her by 30 points if you can, just to make sure that you insert your dominance and that you don't get looked at as getting beat by a girl, okay? So in my opinion, if Errol Spence Jr. looks anything, and I mean anything, but magnificent and pure dominant, if he looks anything but utter destructive in this fight, a lot of people are going to say that he's been exposed, or they're gonna say I told you he was overhyped, or he's nothing at what you guys thought he was. He's just a hype job. He's just an elite body puncher. He's not a good fighter. He's not an elite fighter. You're gonna hear all of these things, right? So in this fight, I will make an exception for the silence and the not so flashy, type of personality coming from Errol Spence for this camp. He's been extremely quiet, and I think Derrick James, I seen this on Fred from Barbershop Conversations. He posted on his Instagram, and it basically said on the Instagram, I'm gonna try and pull up like a small clip of his Instagram. It says, "Confuse them with your silence, amaze them with your actions." And I thought that was a pretty cool and also interesting Instagram post coming from Errol Spence's trainer, and it kind of gives us insight on why Errol Spence has been being so quiet, is because it seems like Errol Spence is really extremely focused right now. He seems like he's playing almost mind games with Garcia's camp while he's being extremely quiet. He's not saying too much, and it's leaving the other team to speculate and really just, have their mind all messed up trying to figure out what exactly is it that Errol Spence is doing. And me personally, I like it. I like the tactic. I think it's extremely tactical. I think it's extremely like a warlike type of plan. And if he's really working and staying focused and really just preparing to destroy Mikey Garcia, then I'm really I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good plan from Derrick James and Errol Spence to just really come out and not play around with Mikey Garcia. I think they're gonna really try to come out and utterly destroy Mikey Garcia to where he basically messes up the rest of Mikey Garcia and try to put Mikey Garcia into retirement. And I think a fight like this, because this is going to be a huge fight, okay, a fight of this magnitude is going to be at the AT&T Stadium. You got all of Dallas coming out. You got people flying from all over the world, possibly, you know, obviously the United States and possibly the world. Me, myself, and my wife, we're going to fly out. I know there's people that I talk to from all different states that's flying in for this fight. You got a lot of Mexican fans from all over the world is coming, from Mexico, from California, from who knows elsewhere, to the four corners of the earth is going to be coming to this fight. And if I'm Errol Spence Jr., there's nothing else more important in this fight than to come in here and utterly destroy Mikey Garcia for the ultimate win. I don't want to keep going too much on this video, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining the video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel, do all of that stuff, man. It will really help out the channel. Just a quick announcement. I'm going to start doing Q&A videos as well. So if you guys have any questions, comments, inquiries, anything of that sort, usually I'm going to start doing it on Fridays. I'm going to start posting in the community tab on my channel. If you can go to the community tab, you should see the Q&A post. That way you can go down to the comment section and put your questions down there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video, and then hopefully every week I'll post my Q&A videos, and I'll try and do them sometime in the middle of the day on Sunday, okay? And also we're going to be doing our live streams pretty much every Saturday. We're going to be doing the live commentary, so we're going to be basically chatting and chopping it up over these fights, and I'll probably be doing round by rounds and fight commentary and stuff like that. So once again, thank you guys for joining the channel, coming in, subscribing, much appreciation. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And I'll be back with some more videos. I'm about to go in here and watch this Gervonta Tank Davis versus Hugo Ruiz. I'm gonna watch this weigh-in real quick. So that's all I got for this video, and I'll be back with some more videos. Much love, peace, and blessings to all the brothers and sisters out there.